go to stats, and it's bringing up this stats window right here. You can see I brought this up while I was live streaming, and it shows you the CPU usage that you have over here on the left in the top pane. You have your frames per second, the average amount of time it takes to render a frame, and then you have your render and your encoding lag. And this is going to be shown by frames drop. In this case, I had 21 frames drop from render lag and 0 frames drop from encoding lag. If this is bad for you, one of these will be in red. In the lower pane, you can see that this is the actual health of the stream from a network perspective. I have 0 dropped frames, and you can see my bit rate over there on the right-hand side. That's the 6000 that I use, plus whatever the bit rate is for the audio. So just keep in mind that the audio is generally added to the 6000 bit rate on your video. So it's not unusual for your bit rate to be a touch over 6000, or whatever bit rate you have set, because that bit rate doesn't actually include the audio. And once again, if I was having problems or difficulties with my upload speed, this would be proper settings for your streaming service. First, before you check your streaming service settings, are you streaming on Wi-Fi? If so, then you can stop troubleshooting right here. Plug your machine in and try again. Wi-Fi is great for surfing the web and watching movies on your iPad, but it's not for live streaming. Here is the YouTube streaming service page, and it basically has all the information that we need to set up our stream so it will properly run on YouTube. If we go down here to 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames per second, it lists the resolution and the video bit rate that we should have, and the same thing for 1080 at 30 frames per second. Then when we go down here, we can see our encoding settings, what it's expecting from a video codec perspective, how many keyframes we should have, the audio codec, the bitrate encoding, CBR. These are things that you can check and set in your OBS so that you can make sure that you're streaming the way that YouTube wants to receive it. And if you do that, you're going to get much better results on their end without dropped frames. The same thing goes for Twitch. It's right here. This actually has specs for NVIDIA encoder and the X264 encoder. Each one of these has the kind of settings that you're going to find right in OBS so you can set it up properly. You have your preset as quality, it gives you your B frames, it gives you your bit rate, everything that you could possibly need on both NVIC and X264. So if you set your settings up right, you shouldn't be dropping any frames at all when you stream to Twitch. And Facebook is no different. It gives you all the information on this page right here. All 3 of these pages are linked in the description so you can check them out, and they're going to give you all the information that you need to stream at the resolution that you're streaming at. You can see here we've got the CBR encoder. It tells you need to be in 16:9 aspect ratio.